Let's see how I'm going to weaken this thing. Now, I don't think Drill Peck should do a lot of damage, so let's see how much it's going to do. Oh, Sucker Punch, well, that's not going to do a whole lot. I'm several levels ahead of this thing, so I'm expecting about a third of its health away. Okay, I guess that was about a third. Now, I think one more Drill Peck should put its HP in the red, and if that's the case, then I'll switch over to Gastrodon, so that way I can put this thing to sleep, and then I'll start throwing some Pokeballs at it. Okay, looks like I'm not going to switch over to Gastrodon, so my only option now is to start throwing some Pokeballs and hope for the best. Now, I don't quite recall Sudowoodo's catch rate off the top of my head, so hopefully I don't have to use a whole lot of Pokeballs to catch it. 3. Alright, we got it. Now, it's my 5th shiny. When I caught that shiny Nuzleaf several videos ago, I said it was my 5th shiny, but back then, it was really my 4th shiny. Alright, what do you have to say about Sudowoodo in this generation? He hates water and flees from rain. Really? In Legends Arceus, I seem to recall encountering this thing when it was raining, and I didn't see it run away, so what's up with that? Okay, I can finally enter this house that I want to enter. Last video, but I couldn't because of that shiny Sudowoodo. 98, huh? I don't have any level 98 Pokemon on me, so it looks like I have to come back another time, so that way I have a level of a Pokemon that matches the number that he's going to say, so that way I can get a black belt from him, because yes, I do want one to give to Lucario. Expert Belt, I do have that already, and Focus Sash, the bearer avoids a one-hit KO if its HP is full. Just a reminder, the Focus Sash is a consumable, so if you really want to make good use of it, I guess you could use it for competitive battling purposes, so that way it'll come back to you when the battle is over. Now, last video, I was talking about a couple Pokemon from that Chatterate Battle event that's currently going on, and those two Pokemon are Hatterene and Grimmsnarl. Well, I did speak a lot about Hatterene in the last video, but I don't think I said anything about Grimmsnarl at all, so I guess I'll go over its moveset right now. So, its moveset consists of Spirit Break, Light Screen, False Surrender, and Play Rough. And some additional moves include Reflect and Bulk Up. Okay, I don't know why you would want to have those two moves on Grimmsnarl's moveset, since those two moves are not going to help you at all since you're facing a special attacker. If anything, Light Screen is the way to go, especially if your Grimmsnarl has Prank Surfer an ability, so that way you can be sure that you will get a Light Screen up before Mewtwo attacks, so that way your entire team will have special defense boost for 5 turns. Now, as for its moves, most notably False Surrender, 80 power, well, I guess that's okay, but then again, I guess Grimmsnarl can only do so much damage. I will admit, I do like the way Grimmsnarl looks, but as for its stats, well, I guess its stats could be better. 120 in attack, well, I guess that's pretty good. But as for its other stats, such as defense and special defense, well, I guess it could be better. Otherwise, it's kind of frail, and it's pretty slow as well. But the only good thing about it is not just its high attack, but also Prankster, so that way you can be sure that you'll get in a status move before the opposing Pokemon could make their move. Alright, last video I said something about how in this game only, I can actually access Pal Park right now, unlike in the original games. In the original games, there would be some people blocking you, so that way you can't go inside Pal Park right now, and the only way you can get inside is if you beat the Elite Four, but not in a game like this. But I'm not going to go inside Pal Park quite yet, because there's a couple more trainers for me to fight here, so I'll take care of them first, and then I'll make my way inside of Pal Park. Pal Park brings back so many memories. I believe that's the place where you can transport Pokemon from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. But if you're playing the regular games on a handheld console, only the Nintendo DS and the DS Lite can do this. You can't do this with the DSi or the DSi XL, since those two consoles don't have a Game Boy slot. Unfortunately, the Pal Park was discontinued past Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and the next time you saw it, which was in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it eventually became Romano's Park. I tell you, it was a lot of hard work collecting all those mysterious shards so that way I could access certain legendary Pokemon. I don't quite recall if any of them gave me any trouble. Well, there was that level 100 Giratina. Oh, Charizard? Oh yeah, get this. In this game only, Charizard is actually a Fire Dragon type. Why? Because that's the typing of Mega Charizard X. And since it's a Fire Dragon type in this game, I guess you think that it's going to be weak to ground type attacks, right? Well, you would be wrong, because guess what ability it has? Levitate. Yeah, I guess Rhino figured if Charizard's going to be Fire Dragon in this game, then I guess maybe Charizard should have a ground immunity. So yeah, I guess he had no choice but to give Levitate to Charizard. So in this game only, Charizard is only weak to Rock and Dragon type attacks. Well, I don't have any of those attacks right now, but I will get a Dragon type attack somewhere down the road. So yeah, Romano Spark. Well, yeah, I guess maybe some Pokemon there did give me some trouble. I'm not really sure if Rayquaza was the one that did it. Kyogre, well, Kyogre didn't give me any trouble since, well, I had some net balls to use, so that way I can capture it a little bit easily. Other than that, well, I guess Romano's Park was pretty fun to take a look around, so that way I can capture certain legendary Pokemon. As for Pal Park, well, I can't really describe how it's supposed to look since I can't really play around with Pal Park on an emulator since, well, I don't think I can transport any Pokemon from Generation 3 games to this game of Renegade Platinum since, yeah, that's kind of impossible for me to do. Although, I have seen some people do that in the past, but I'm not even sure how they did it. Okay, I'm not really sure what this Sudowoodo is going to do, so I'm going to use Roost. Oh, okay, went for Sucker Punch. Yeah, I want to go for Roost because that flamethrower from that Charizard really hurt, and I wanted Honchkrow to be in tip-top shape. Okay, now I'm going to switch over to Lucario because, as I said last video, Sudowoodo has counter as one of its moves, and yeah, I don't want to inflict a whole bunch of damage to Sudowoodo to the point where counter could possibly kill me. So I might as well go with the safe route, so to speak, and go with Lucario's Aura Sphere, so that way I can one-shot this thing, and I won't have to worry about counter. Oh yes, back when I was on Route 220, I didn't really mention anything about what it was like back in Legends Arceus. I believe Route 220 was once known as Romano's Island. And yeah, back in Legends Arceus, I guess I kind of struggled a little bit capturing Landorus, especially since it wouldn't stay still. And not to mention the fact that I kept getting caught in its move called Sandsear Storm. Yeah, I looked up what signature move it had before making this video because, well, it's only fitting that I do that since when Landorus was first revealed, it didn't have a signature move back then. But as with Legends Arceus, now it does, in addition to its other Pokemon that are similar to it. Also, I remember something about that Alpha Infernape that was there, but I didn't get mauled to death by that thing. I think I used some kind of food item to distract it, and that way I could capture it. Also, some sources tell me that there's also an Alpha Monferno there, but I didn't see it. All I remember is the Alpha Infernape and me trying my very best to capture Landorus, but that thing wouldn't stay still. But I guess I had Ward Deer to help me capture it, so that way I could keep up with its speed. Okay, I believe there's some hidden items around here, so let me see if I can try and find some of them. Oh, okay, I guess I see one there. Let me see if I can try and get it. Okay, got an Ultra Ball. I believe there's some more hidden items to the left, but before I get to those hidden items, I'm going to fight that trainer that I see there, and then afterwards I'll go after those hidden items. Okay, I'm going to use Heat Wave on this Skunk Tank because, well, this thing could possibly have Aftermath as an ability, and yeah, if I take it down one hit with either Night Slash or Drill Peck, presumably Drill Peck, then I don't want to take damage from Aftermath. So it's only fitting that I go with Heat Wave for this one. Oh, okay, this one's not going for Memento like the other ones from last video. Oh, come on. Really? Poison? Okay, you know what? I guess I'm going to keep Honchkrow Poison, but if it becomes a huge issue, then I guess I'll either use Roost or I'll switch out Honchkrow in favor for something else. Yeah, what a bad time for Honchkrow to get poisoned. Okay, well, I hope this person doesn't have a whole lot of Pokemon to the point where the poison is really going to be a problem. Yeah, Ace Trainers. You gotta love how confident they are. But most of the time, some of them are sore heads. So yeah, Romano's Island. I don't think there was a whole lot to that island. Yeah, I just remember struggling with that Landorus. And as for Alpha Infernape, well, yeah, I didn't really struggle with that thing at all. Yeah, I don't think Romano's Island was really all that big. I want to say that maybe that island kind of sunk into the water, but I seriously doubt that's what happened in the past. Okay, I might as well stay in with Honchkrow, why not? Now back to Romano's Park for a second. Yeah, collecting those mysterious shards. Yeah, I'm not really sure how long it took for me to collect those things. I mean, yeah, I guess it's pretty rare that you get those mysterious shards, so that way you could encounter a certain legendary Pokemon. But one thing for certain, I was really grateful that the Gastrodon that I used in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl had Storm Drain as its ability, so that way Kyogre wouldn't damage me with its water type attacks. Okay, this is a spoiler, but I am going to be going after Kyogre later on, and yeah, I'm not going to use Gastrodon to encounter... no, I'm not going to use Gastrodon to fight Kyogre since... Well, it does have Storm Drain, but Storm Drain doesn't work the way it does in future generations, so that means I'm going to have to go with a different water type that's not officially a team member, so yeah, it's not going to be Gastrodon, it's probably going to be something else. I just haven't decided yet. Okay, this person has one more Pokemon, and then I can finally go inside of Pal Park. Okay, I'm going to switch over to Lucario since I don't think I really gave Lucario a whole lot of action as of late, so I might as well give Lucario some action right now. Oh, Fake Out? Well, that's not going to do anything. So yeah, Pal Park. The only thing I remember from Pal Park is, well, if you transfer Pokemon from the games I mentioned a few minutes ago, then I believe Pal Park consists of certain areas where you could go find those particular Pokemon. Like, for instance, I guess if you were to look for something like, say, oh, I don't know, Lapras, then I guess you could go look around in the sea area, because there are different areas of Pal Park that you could find the Pokemon that you transferred from your Generation 3 games to Pal Park. Okay, there's a hidden item over here, and it is a Max Revive. Okay, I believe there's either one or two more hidden items in the area. Okay, nothing over here, and I believe there's supposed to be something in this area. Oh, okay, it's right below me, or directly below me. Okay, hopefully that's the right spot where I could get that hidden item. Okay, how much HP does Honchkrow have left? Oh, 108? Okay, I guess that's still plenty. Because after I get done with this little hidden item exploration, so to speak, I'll go back to Nurse Joy, and then I'll heal up, so that way I don't have to deal with that annoying animation where Honchkrow's HP goes down every time I walk. Okay, is that it for hidden items? Let me see. Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, I knew I was going to encounter one more wild Pokemon for the road, so yeah, I guess it's only fitting that way, so that way Honchkrow could still gain some experience points. Okay, I'm not really sure if I'll have enough time to do what's in Pal Park, because I'm going to be thrown into a cutscene right as I go inside of Pal Park. Yeah, Barry's going to be there, spoilers, and don't worry, not going to fight him right now, that's not until Candelave City, so yeah, I guess he's going to talk about Pal Park just a little bit. Okay, that poison is finally gone, so now I could make my way to Pal Park and talk to the people inside of there. Well, actually, I'm not really sure if I have a whole lot of time to do that. Okay, and here's Barry, and I believe he's going to ask me if I want to see Pal Park. Well, no, because I can't really do that since, well, yeah, I think you know why. I mentioned that several minutes ago. You normally have to supply the Pokemon by yourself. Yeah, I guess that's true. What's a DS game card? Is that supposed to be some fourth wall break? Because I feel as though it is. Okay, he wants me to take a look at the catching show. I could do that by going up the stairs. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that since, well, I'm not going to see any catching shows because, well, you just can't. Trainers complain that rare Pokemon take longer to appear. Really? I seriously doubt that. Oh, this girl. I remember her. In the original games, I believe she would give you some Pokechaps depending on what Pokemon you would show her. I believe she would ask you to show her a Snorlax and then a Kecleon, so that way she'll give you apps that are corresponding to the Pokemon that you showed her. Okay, let me see if I can try... Oop! Oh, okay, there's the Snorlax timer. Okay, here's the Kecleon color changer. I'm mostly a fan of the green, so yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep it that way. Okay, looks like we still have a lot more to explore in the Pal Park, so I guess I'm going to save the rest of Pal Park for next time. So join me next time for some more action. See you then.